Very cool. Yeah, no, and I think I appreciate that Uber is doing more in terms of Uber Crew and listening to drivers. I know you yourself, we've interviewed Uber executives in the past. They've talked about their own experience and your experience driving and delivering. So I think that's very cool to see. I mean, I will say, right, these are things that, these features. I think I remember writing an article maybe 6, 7 years ago saying, wow, it's crazy that you don't know where the rider's going. And the rider doesn't know that either, right? So I think that
It's
this
about
feature.
time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I think probably, I think drivers are definitely happy to see it. Some impression might be, what took so long? Do you think that it's kind of, I think you sort of mentioned, right, that it wasn't a big focus of the company before. Do you think it just wasn't that important before and now it is, or it wasn't as feasible? Like, why now? Why do you think now is the important time? Why does this matter so much to Uber? And it matters to drivers.
Yeah, so I think why now is one is we are really focused on drivers' needs. I mean, I think the most important factor in terms of Uber's growth is the number of drivers that we have on the platform, their satisfaction,
Mhm.
driver retention is continuing to improve. It's like we want drivers on the platform, we want them to be happy, we want them to be satisfied with their earnings, and we want them to continue to grow with us. So it's good for business for us to
Yeah,
introduce features that drivers want.
definitely.
Now, what was keeping us to some extent from doing it was the way that we priced fares and the
Hmm.
fact that fares in the past were based on simple time and distance,
Yeah.
right? And that was kind of an accepted practice. And by the way, it was a very understandable way for us to say, this is what you're going to get paid for said trip. But what fixed time and distance failed to take into account is, well, how far is a pickup? How
Hmm.
long are you going to drive to pick up that passenger? And then where the destination is,
Yeah.
because you could have two trips that are equal time and distance, but if one destination has a much lower chance of your being able to come back or go to wherever you
Yeah.
want to go with another ride, then that trip is worth much less than, let's say the drop off is in the middle of the city. You're going to instantly get another ride as well. And in that case, like our interests are totally aligned with
Yeah.
the driver, which is, we want you giving rides to
Yeah.
people and earning money because that's how we earn money as well. But this construct of time and distance being the determining factor then
Hmm.
essentially cause us to misprice trips. And so
Got
if
it.
essentially you're structurally mispricing trips in terms of the true value of that trip, then you become limited in the amount of information that you can give drivers as to the nature of that trip. So once we said, hey, let's break apart time and distance, let's price in a true way,
Hmm.
then we could give you upfront pricing and destination as well. That's the breakthrough ultimately for us.